welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the 16th of our 16-part weekly series celebrating the 70th anniversary of the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California. It is on that date of the 70th birthday in July 17th, 1955, well, 2025, they released 16 different point-of-view, walk-through, ride-through video shorts here on Disney Plus, exclusively on Disney Plus. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this every week. I'm going to do this one a week to burn through each one of these on a Sunday. And this is technically our final one. They just added two more that aren't ride-specific or area-specific, but they do celebrate the 70th anniversary. So we have two more Sundays of this that I've already mapped out. If they have any more before the end of the year, we'll see. But today's episode lands perfectly with my holiday run of Halloween till literally Halloween on the 31st. So everything we have here from yesterday with Something Wicked This Way Comes, and this, and then all the rest coming after this are Halloween related. So I want to burn all that stuff up. It's more fun to do these kind of things now than, say, the middle of May. If this series runs that long, because I'm running out of stuff. I have less than 100 things. Unless Disney doesn't add enough new things in the next few months, please don't just keep adding reality TV shows from networks I've never heard of. Don't offer me Hulu stuff. Hulu stuff should be on Hulu. That's fine. It's great. I'm only doing Disney Plus, stuff that's only on Disney Plus. Today, Haunted Mansion, you get a ride. You get the benefit. One of the great things about this series of shorts is that you get the benefit of going to Disneyland, getting on a ride, and not standing in line, not dealing with obnoxious other guests. If you're a solitary person and you, say, have never been on the Haunted Mansion, or you haven't been on it in a long time, this is your chance to live out that fantasy of not having to pay a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort to travel or just walk into the park. Sure, you do not have access to churros. You do not have access to all the great food there, or the experience, or the smells and the sights and the sounds. But what you do get is a pure experience of what it is to ride the Haunted Mansion ride, one of the classics. It was not there when the park opened in 1955, but was built later and is one of the most iconic rides, and it's been duplicated at other parks in different ways around the world. So this one, though, this is Anaheim. This one literally takes you, walks you in a little bit into the line so you can see the newly refurbished Haunted Mansion right there in front of you, and then you don't stand in any lines. You just walk right in. You get to see a handful of attendants. They're the only human beings. It's rare that you see any human beings at all in these shorts. You get somebody that tells you to step away from the walls to the dead center, as you often do. These are little hallmarks of the ride, where all the instructions you're given to get from the pre-show to the actual ride are all incorporated into the dialogue, into the introduction. Paul Frees, who is your ghost host, who is the voice of the Haunted Mansion, he it's his entire speech is there. His entire entrance. It's, to me, it's, you can't ride the Haunted Mansion without hearing it. And this is one of those situations where, yeah, when you first get into that crowded room, get into the dead center of the room, and you're surrounded by probably 100 other people in that space. Sometimes you just get that guy who needs to repeat the entire thing right up against your ear. I want to hear Paul. I want to hear the ghost host say all that stuff. You don't get that with this. This is great. You get to hear all the little details. And to me, the audio is so important in this. When you ride the ride itself, and this is not a detriment, this is not busting on the ride, but when you're going from one room to another, each buggy, a Doom buggy, has their own speaker system, and sometimes you can hear the speaker systems which are delayed or maybe a little bit ahead of you. So you get kind of an overlap sometimes. If you get easily distracted, you might hear an overlap, and there's some extra layers of sound. In this, it's all pure. There's no overlap. There's no pre or post or hey, is that the ballroom that I'm hearing while I'm still in this room? No. Do I hear the ghosts out in the graveyard while I'm still, in the attic? No, you don't. It's all clean, and there's a lot of detail that you miss when you're actually on the ride. So this, honestly, for purists, you have to watch this just to. You might hear things, like in that first hallway, when you kind of first get in there and you're just sort of roaming around with all the doors and the casket and everything else. There are just so many little audio details that I've never heard before. It's yeah, and also because if you decided to go to Disneyland right now, all the way up until Christmas, at least, and all the way to the end of the year, into the first week where they shut down the ride, it is not this version of the Haunted Mansion. From pretty much Labor Day to beyond New Year's Day, it is the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. And so you get all that Jack Skellington and Sally and Oogie Boogie and all that stuff, that version at Disneyland only. So you wouldn't be able to experience this right now as it is in this. So if you are jonesing for that at Halloween time and you don't want to have all the Jack Skellington and Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, turn this on. Watch it. It's 10 minutes long. It is, I think, the longest of all the shorts on here. So it's a great finish for this series. Yes, I have two more, but they're different. So it's not ride related, and it's not necessarily in the park related for next week's. Well, next week's episode does take place in the park, but I'm not going to tell you about that. We'll tell you about that next week. So definitely, if you're for your Halloween watch list, turn this on. Watch it with the family and get a kick out of all the little details you might have missed with the chaos of being at Disneyland, which, hey, it happens. And yeah, give it a shot. So the next episode in our Halloween countdown, our Halloween rundown, going through all the Halloween related stuff as much as we can before the end of the year, we have Ghost Adventures. Yes, there are 2 Ghost Adventures series currently on Disney Plus. We're going to go with the main one, the Ghost Adventures one. There's one with a subtitle to it. I can't remember what that is. But we're going to go with the main one, the Ghost Adventures docu-series, reality series, however you want to call it. But we're going to be watching an episode of that and see how it goes. I think it's rolled out with the newest as the most recent, so I might go all the way back to the beginning, all the way back to season 1, if that's possible. We'll see. All right, we've made it through the main group of 16 Disneyland point of view walkthrough videos, not counting the 2 that were released for Star Wars on May the 4th in Galaxy's Edge. But we've done it. We've watched all the things they have available, unless I go online and look at Disney Plus and find that they've added more that I didn't know about. And if that's the case, I will keep adding them every Sunday. But until that point, we're done with the main group. But for now, tomorrow we're watching Ghost Adventures on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.